arrived Brunei, here's the thing, man. Like, I did not prepare on, like, in terms of culture. I did not know anything.
Okay.
So the thing is, like, I all that I was thinking on my mind, everything was just focused on, I need to get this job.
Sure.
So I wasn't like researching on the whole thing about like the culture, the language.
Okay.
But
yeah. Go on.
So I was like, no, do I really need to? I think I'll adapt, all that. I arrived Brunei and I saw my team leader.
Yeah.
He was there like, hey, Joneil, and so we know each other because obviously I've seen him before.
Mm-hmm.
And he picked me up and we went straight to the place that I was supposed to stay, like when I first stayed when I came to Brunei, and it's actually in Sirusop. I mean, to those of you who live in Brunei, I think you know. Sirusop is actually in the old building of HSBC. Yeah. So I think there's a music school there as well last time.
Yes.
Yeah, I think there's still a music school.
I think so. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, so HSBC was there, and I stayed in the like highest floor of that building. Yeah, so it was like a unit, like a room unit. So I stayed in this room. So I had housemates, but they were there for like a few months, and then I think they got a new place. So I was alone in that unit. But anyway, so he brought me to the unit, and he gave me a few things like hey dude, this is the mattress and all that, because he told me like, dude, I'll settle the place that you're gonna stay, so when you come here you don't have to really think about like where I'm going to stay and blah blah blah. So he settled that for me, so I was super grateful. In fact, I was like super grateful to the point that I was like, dude, do you really do this on a daily basis? Like, I mean, you're super nice to me, kind of thing. So I was like, wow, good impression, Brunei,
Yeah.
But he's not Bruneian. Yeah. Anyway, he even sort of lent me his car.
Wow, that's a big.
Yeah.
big
So
deal.
he had two cars.
Yeah.
I think he still has two cars, but that time he had another car.
Yeah.
Which he told me like, hey dude, you can use this for a few months.
Sure.
I was like, really? Like, because he knows that, coming from KL, and you need to go around, man, and meet some people and all that. So, and also the nature of my job. I think,
You have to go out often then.
Yeah, that's right. So so he gave me this Mazda. I can't remember the model, man, but it's like, the big Mazda.
The big Mazda car.
It is not I can't remember any Mazda cars right now, man. But
was it like a 4-wheel drive kind of looking ones, or
one of those MPV kind?
Okay.
Yeah. So he gave me that. It's a huge car.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it is a huge car. I used to drive a Kancil in KL. So this is like a major upgrade. I took a photo, sent to my friends. They were like, dude, this is it, man. You're living the life. That's like the exact line they told me.
Upgrade.
Yeah, this is like the major upgrade in my life. Like the first upgrade is like, dude, you are living the life. Look at this. Yeah. Anyway, so so I got the car, and for a few months, and even though I was like, he was someone lent me the car. But it was like, new car, auto, and the auto is not like the usual auto. It's a Japanese. Obviously, it's a Japanese tech. So so it's like a semi-auto,
so you can go
switch.
Manual.
So and I wasn't familiar, so it felt like a bit too complicated for me. So man,
proper upgrade you get.
Dude, I was driving a Kancil and it was full-on manual.
Fair enough.
Manual. So I was like, okay, I'm going to drive this car and I'm going to learn this up. I started driving, at night, like trying to explore the city of Brunei, like Bandar Seri Begawan.
How's driving like? So I mean, comparing to KL, Kuala Lumpur, like I guess Brunei is very chill in terms of driving. It's not.
Oh man, I got lost so many times in Brunei. You see, there's this myth, like people were saying like, hey, you you are from KL, you should be
Okay.
able to drive in Brunei, dude, bollocks, because
Why is that? Why is that? Hang on.
okay, just because you drive in KL. So the thing is, the highways in KL, they are like sorry, Willie is still giving me instructions. So
All right.
yeah, shout out to Willie again. Yeah, yeah. The highways or the roads in KL, they are like I think it's just how to say, quite wide in that sense, like wider, and it's like it leads you to a place. I mean, when you get on a highway per se,
Okay.
so then you know that you're heading somewhere, and you're going to go to this place, and you can figure out eventually, like it gives you a bit of time because it's like a bigger place. That makes
Okay.
sense. So, but when you come to Brunei, because I did not know that the city is like so small that
Right.
you have to decide now where to go. Like when you drive after a while, you have to turn now, man. Like
So you can't
I've
just,
got to
like-
tell myself, like, dude, you got to turn left right now. Then I missed the turn again. Then
Okay.
so I missed so many turns, man. That at one point I was just going around the roundabout, dude. I was like, dude, where am I turning? So, and I had like
Do you use a lot of roundabouts when you're in KL then? Or is it not
yeah, I
really?
did.
Okay, you did.
But obviously, because you are familiar,
Yeah.
I mean, you're from KL and all that. So, yeah, I mean, when I came here, people were like, dude, you're from KL, man. How can you get lost?
Yeah, exactly, 'cause I'm
Inside, I was
thinking,
like,
like,
dude,
'cause-
shut up, man. Like, you don't know how
Listen,
what I
because
feel.
like, I was thinking like, because KL, it's always hectic, isn't it? Especially during the traffic period. So like,
Yeah.
I'd imagine because with Brunei, I mean, we do get traffic jams, but it's not in what I think, anyways. It's not bad compared to like Kuala Lumpur, because that's what I think should be a breeze when you came to Brunei.
Yeah, I think traffic-wise, definitely you get like a different
Different
it's
vibe of it,
different. It's different here, man. There is no traffic at all. In fact, I think the longest traffic is like a 10-minute traffic jam. Yeah, I mean, but I think it took me a while to just get used to like how small the city is and how
Yeah.
everything is close by, and I wasn't used to that.
Yeah, I mean, we have a saying
is
here
a
in Brunei.
major culture shock.
We do have a
Culture
saying in
shocker,
Brunei,
man.
you know what I mean? Like, it's like, to try and get to anywhere in Brunei, it's either between a 10-minute to 15-minute drive. It's like
Yeah.
a common saying here.
And
like,
I did not know that, man. I really did not know that. Like, I was like, oh, that was the airport. Oh, he picked me up. He sent me to the place that I was like
Yeah.
supposed to stay. And I got a car. And right now, I'm trying to explore a city. Then I'm like, isn't that the airport?
that's just like nearby.
Yeah, super nearby.
it's-
like
everything's nearby.
Everything's like super nearby. Like, but then, yeah, I mean, like, oh, dude. So I've got to share this. So in my first like few weeks of driving in Brunei and all that, so obviously you will like break some rules of on the road. Oh shucks, there's a traffic light. Oh, there's a traffic light on the roundabout. So I did not have that. I mean, I did not. We don't see that back in KL,
Yeah.
right? Or maybe not from the place where I was staying, like, or where I usually
Okay.
travel. So like traffic lights in a roundabout. So that was really something. So I was like, okay.
So
at
you-
one point I was like, is this really necessary?
Okay.
But,
Well,
yeah. Anyway, yeah, I know the pros and cons on that, but it was quite like something for me to like adapt. Okay, I need to like stop right now in the middle of the roundabout because there's a traffic light right there, and so I broke some rules.
oh, hello. I mean, just landed in Brunei already being a rebel here.
No, man, like I did not even know I was breaking the rules.
Right, sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
All right,
I
fair
was-
enough.
I
We'll
was
give
like
you a pass for that.
driving, and so I did not know that there was this guy like who was like super close to my car. Like he was driving another car.
Right. Okay.
And yeah, so I do not know because it was like a big car as well, and I'm in that panic mode where I'm trying to like decide where to go. Like, do I
Okay.
have to turn this left and all that. So at that moment, I did not. I makan his jalan, bro. Like I,
Right.
yeah. So I was driving like on some part of his lane,
Okay.
some parts of his lane. So
So you went
Yeah, so I
So
was
you
like
were
super
going
close.
going into his lane instead.
Yeah, so I was super close, but at the same time, he was also like, he didn't want to like
Let you
let
in.
me like you know like let me
Cross
do my
over,
thing.
yeah.
So like give me a break, man. Like give me some grace. And but he was like, no, I'm just gonna drive. So he was like super close.
Right.
Then so at one so he honked because it was like really
Yeah.
close. So he honked. Then he did this thing, which was like, whoa, that's strange, man. Like we don't.
What did he do?
Yeah, so he looked at me, and then he took his finger, right, and then he just he did that to me. Then I was like, dude, that is
Okay.
strange, all right. So
What he was pointing at you was
At
it?
me.
Okay, pointing at
he
you.
did, he did that at me. Like I think he pulled down his windscreen and he just pointed that. Like
Right.
he did this to me, right? So I was like, man, like that is like new. That is strange. In KL, right? When you always encounter these things when you get too near with a car
yeah, okay.
or what, and people would just honk. But this guy was so mad. He was so mad at me, man. Like, then I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, man. I was like, yeah, I know I'm wrong and all that. And at the same time, I was like, dude, from where I come from, if you start pointing fingers like that, you really want to cari pasal. Like,
so what?
yeah,
So in
yeah.
Kuala Lumpur, it's like if you start pointing fingers,
Yeah.
at someone, you're picking a fight with them.
Yeah, trying to pick a fight or you're trying to make
Right.
this a big deal, like a big issue. So I was super confused. Yeah,
Okay.
at the moment I was like confused and I'm trying to adapt and I'm trying to like drive around and
Sure.
Yeah. So basically that. So yeah, that is like the driving.
Driving experience that you had.
Yeah, the first few weeks being in Brunei, it was quite strange. Like I tried to so the car was also big. So
Yeah.
I think I hit a curb, man. I don't know
Oh,
if
dear,
I
really?
told him, like I told my team leader that I hit the car.
Right.
Yeah, hit the curb. Yeah.
I mean, hopefully it's your skills have improved over the past couple of years.
Yes, brother.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
4 years. Completing 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be in your car having to pray for safety while you drive a 15-minute
man, like-
trip.
Yeah, I should pray, but I think I'm good now.
Okay.